everybody, it's that time again. It's time for phonics with me, Mrs Deojee. Okay, now let's do one thing before we get started. Take those hats out of your pocket, put them on, dust them off. We haven't seen them for a little while. Switch them on, make sure they're working properly, and let's sing my favourite song. Phonics, phonics all around, phonics all around. Phonics, phonics all around, phonics all around. You all should know the words by now, so I hope you're all joining in. Now, remember, in my phonics class, the first thing that we all need to do before we get started is tell your adult or your teacher, what is it? Yes, you need to remember the digraphs that we have been looking at already. And today we're going to play the game I say, you say. Here we go. I say ch, you say. I say shh, you say. I say th, you say. There's another way to do this one. Do you remember? I say th, you say. Fantastic. I say ng, you say. I say a, you say. I say e, you say. I say o, you say. Super, well done. I say oo, you say. There's another way to do this one. Do you remember? I say oo, you say. Lovely. I say you say. I say ow, you say. I say oi, you say. I say you say. I say or, you say. Wow, give yourselves a round of applause. You haven't forgotten your digraphs. Well done. Now, would you like to know today's very exciting digraph? It is this one. Ah. Can you say that? Ah. It has got the letters A and an R in it. Shall we try and practice those letters? Yeah, let's do it. So, can you first of all practice writing the digraph R with your elbow? So the first letter is A. Off we go. Start on the top. You go around back to the top and flick. The next letter is R. You start on the top. You go down, back up and around. Fantastic. Can you do it next with your chin? Off you go. The first letter is, do you remember? A. Start on the top, go round to the top, flick. And then the next letter is, what was it? Yes. Start on the top, go down, back up and flick. Well done. This time, can you do it with your magic finger on your adults, or if you're in a class, on your friends' cheek? Do that. The first letter was, tell me. Yes, A. Start on the top, go round and up and flick. And the last letter in R is, tell me. Yes, you start on the top, you go up and flick. And those two letters, what do they spell? What digraph? Let me hear. Ah, well done. Now, the action for this digraph is as if you've got a sore throat and it's hurting a lot and all the medicines at home cannot help you, so you have to go to the doctor. The doctor tells you to open up your mouth and say, ah. Can you do that one? Ah. So the doctor can check your throat to see what's happening, of course. Can you do it one more time? Ah. Here is the song.
R, arm.
Open wide, the doctor said, oh. Let me look at your sore throat, please say, ah.
Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to practice the letters that are in the digraph. Can you tell me, children, what letters are in the digraph? Yes, and what's the other one? Yes, there is an A and an R, and the digraph says R. Well done, good remembering. Now, parents and teachers, remember yesterday I told you to find some chalk boards for your children, some chalks, some water and a lovely paintbrush. Now we're going to practice writing the letters in the digraph on a chalkboard. So the first letter was, tell me what it was again, A. So off we go. A. And what was the next one? R. Okay. Now, today I have chosen a chalk and a paintbrush to help with letter formation because it's just a different way to start getting the children to use the right pencil grip when they do their writing. It's just a bit more fun than a boring pencil. So chalk and paintbrush today. So paintbrush next, dip it in the water, and then children, this is what happened. You get to do some chalk magic. Look at what happens. You then follow your letters and you go around and it starts to disappear. Love this idea. Now, again, don't need to use a paintbrush if you don't have one. You've got your special fingers, which is also great to help with your writing and build the muscles in your fingers. Dip your finger in the water and off you go. Do some more magic to help it disappear. And that's it. Enjoy using your chalk magic. Have fun. Right, so today's game is called Musical Chairs. Have you ever played that game before? I'm sure if you've been to a children's birthday party, we've all played that game and it is very, very fun. So this is what you will need. Parents, teachers, children, you can all help. You will need to dot the chairs all around your classroom, or if you're at home, help your adult to dot the chairs around the living room or outside, wherever you've got lots of space. Then you will need to put the words that you have already written, one word under each chair. Children, it is your job now to choose your favourite song to dance to. You've got to show your best dance move and dance, 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 dance. When your adult stops the music, you need to run or maybe actually walk to a chair, just in case of any accidents. Walking's always best. Sit down and then, if your adult chooses you, you will need to read the word under your chair. Okay? Adults, teachers, if you want to extend them a little bit more, what you can ask them to do is you can ask them to think of a verbal sentence that has that word in their sentence. Okay? Children, enjoy showing off your best dance moves and remember to walk around the chairs. Don't run. Enjoy musical chairs. Did you have fun playing musical chairs? And did you make sure you read the word with that digraph? What's the digraph again? Let's hear it. Let me hear you say it. Ah, well done. Now, the last thing we're going to do today is, hopefully it's your favourite part, it's write a sentence. So, if you remember, the best way to write a sentence is using these 4 steps. What are they? Do you remember? Do you remember? Tell your adult the first one. Yes, it is to think of the sentence. Think, think, think. You must think, otherwise if you don't think of the sentence, it's going to be all muddled up and we don't want a muddled up sentence. Okay, what's the next thing? The second thing, what is it? Yes, it is to say the sentence. You must practice it a few times so you know what order the words go in to help you write it. What's the third thing we need to do to write that super sentence? Do you remember? Do you remember? We need to actually write the sentence using whatever choice of writing materials you would like to do it today. Write your sentence. What's the last thing, the 4th thing? Can you remember? Yes, it is to check that sentence. What are we checking for? We are checking for finger spaces, capital letters, and your full stop. Okay, let's get writing. So, the first thing you've all just told me is we need to think of the sentence. I have done that job for you today, so let's say it together. The sentence is, my mum has a green car. Can you say that one? Can you say it to a car outside today? My mum has a green car. Can you say that? Lovely. Can you go and say that to something green around your room or upstairs, downstairs, garden, wherever you find something green? Off you go. My mum has a green car. Fantastic. Can you go and say the sentence now to the chairs that were in our game today? My mum has a green car. Lovely. Can you say the sentence to your adult without them helping? Or to me? Off you go. Yes, well done. Your brain is now ready to write it. Okay, so off you go. Try and write that sentence and make sure you check it at the end. Remember those 3 things that you need to check for. I'm not going to show you. Hopefully it's in your brain. Off you go. Check it with mine at the end. Enjoy. It's nearly the end of our session already. That's gone super quick today, hasn't it? Now, before I go, if you would like to stretch your child's brain a little bit further, I have got a game on one of my favourite websites. Phonics teachers, you all know all these websites by the end of my sessions. Phonics Play has got a game called Sentence Substitution. Your child will have a sentence, and what they will need to do is they will need to read the sentence. Under the sentence there will be some words. it's their job to change the words in the sentence. Only some of them though, and the sentence must make sense. So they will need to really think about how they want their sentence to sound and make it make sense. So good one to stretch their brain. What you can do as well at the end is get them to write their new sentence using their brain. Okay, and that's the end. Didn't we have fun? But don't you worry, we got more fun planned for tomorrow. See you there. So here it is, a phonics teacher's favourite website, Phonics Play. So just put it into Google and then click on the first link. They're still giving us that free username and password, so use that to log in. March 20, and the password is home. Log in. You need to go into resources and search for the phase 3 resources. Scroll down until we find sentence substitution. This game will stretch your children's brains a little bit further. Click start, and then you can choose any of the sentences we have today, but I thought let's try this one, the last one. This is a good shop for chips. So they will need to then read the words on the bottom and then decide which word can be changed, but it still needs to make a new sentence that is not a silly sentence that makes sense. So I could swap it, for example, this is a good shop for coffee. And you can see there it's changed it into a new sentence. You can then get your child to write their new sentence without looking at the screen. Have a go, children. See if you can do that game. You'll enjoy it. Bye.